Why, hello everybody. This is Miss Janice, your child's personal tutor. I'm going to be tutoring how to write, and for the next few times we hang out together, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to practice how to write. Practice how to write. And one of the things that you're going to need is a pencil, and I'm always looking around. And the reason I'll do that is so that I can have more activity in the video, so that you too can be creative when you're teaching your son or daughter or children, sons or daughters, how to do whatever it is that Miss Janice instructs to do. Because what it does is it helps them to get in the atmosphere of learning. It helps them to get in the atmosphere of learning, and not only learning, but you're learning and teaching. You're being taught and you are learning every single place that you go, whether it be at home, on the way to the store, coming back from the store, etc. You're always learning. One of the best things about learning how to write, or one of the first things, excuse me, about learning how to write is how to hold your tool, your writing tool. I am, hold on, I have some tea here, so hold on. Because I'm going to use this or this. I think I'll use this one today, because this one has a point. It's called a tail cone. We call it a rat tail cone, but in the module that I was teaching from, it's called a tail cone. And you want to teach your children how to hold a pen or a pencil. The way that you do that, my hand, this one, my right hand is going to be, or your left hand, depending on what hand you write with. Whatever the flat hand is so that I can show you, is going to be the table. What you do is you teach them to put this part of their writing hand on the table. And what it does is it puts their, oops, wrong way. It puts their hand, or makes their hand curve to how to hold the pencil or pen. So if they have the right part of their hand, or the correct part of their hand in the on the table, and they lift it up, no matter how, see, it automatically curves, wrong side, to look, because this is here and this is up, and your pen, let me turn this way, your pen or pencil automatically fits right in there. You don't have to do anything. Your hand automatically curves. See, I'm trying to show you, but there you go. See, it automatically curves to, and then you just tell them to close in. It automatically does it. You don't have to do too much work. I was showing a little one's mother that the other day, and there's a, oh, and I said, that's all you do. All you do is to teach them to put this piece of their hand on the table only. So that means that, see, it's a little thing right there on everybody's hand. And then they just curve it up. You can relax your hand. Just say, relax your hand, relax your hand. Now put this on the table. Okay, now point your thumb towards your forehead. And see, your hand automatically, these three fingers, your thumb automatically got, I don't know how, just one day I was teaching a child how to hold the pen, because you know how to hold a pencil, or was it a crayon? I believe it was a crayon. But some people, they don't really know. And I'm a tutor, so Father always give me different ways to show people how to do stuff. And that's where learning how to write the capital I, the lowercase I, the capital O, and the lowercase o came in. I was just waking up, and I was in a classroom, or coming out of a classroom, and that's what I heard. If you learn how to write a capital I, a lowercase I, a capital O, a lowercase o, you will know how to write every letter. It was just that short, but as I began to practice it, because I was like, I woke up, let me see. And sure enough, sure enough. And I've been showing you on YouTube exactly, oops, my O flipped out. Exactly how that looks. See, because here is the one part of the capital I, and it's just slanted. Top, then go down. Top, then go down. See, top, you're making a capital I. Top, then go down. Top, then go down. Top, then go down. Top, then go down. And then here's the cross that's at the top. So you go from the left to the right. It depends. Let me see. I probably go capital I go from the right to the left. But usually people that are right-handed, I believe, go from the left to the right. So when you start again, lowercase I, oops, you go from top, you lift up your pencil, so give me top to bottom, you lift up your pencil, and then you make that dot. So when you're making, and the reason you need to make the dot or learn how to make the, I call it a dit. I don't know why. A D-I-T. I just call it that. So the reason you have to learn how to make the dit is because when you're writing a lowercase j, so far that's the only other dit alphabet that I know. Okay, but then too, if you learn how to write this, you can, if you learn how to write a capital I, a lowercase I, a capital O, a lowercase o, you'll realize that you know how to draw. Because in order to make a sun, you have to learn how to make the lines for the O, or the circle, the curved line for the O. Okay, then you tell them to stop, or you tell your little one to stop, and then you have to learn how to make the lowercase I, because in order to make a sun, you got to make those around the O. But if you know how to make a sun, then you also know how to make a flower. Or you also know how to make a face. And you also know how to make the eyes. And you also know how to make the nose. Well, you need the lowercase I to make a nose. Or a capital I to make the nose. Or, anyway, you get it. Okay. But so you're also teaching your children how to draw. The only negative, this is the only negative about getting these, and I tell you all, when you begin a project, whether it be you personally learning or you teaching your children, etc., whenever you get a project, you go to the dollar store, go up and down every single aisle, and more ideas will come to your head. Okay? So I was telling you the negative. The negative is we normally don't make an A like this. So what I would do is to chop off this A's head, and then you have the lowercase a. Okay? You see that? Lowercase o and the lowercase I makes the lowercase a. I hope you saw that. If you made it in the air, you have to make a lowercase o, lift up your pencil, and then make a lowercase I, lift up the pencil, and then without the dit. Okay, if you want to make a lowercase b, you have to know how to make a capital I, top, bottom, and a lowercase o. Very good. Okay, lift up your pencil. In order to make a C, lowercase c, you have to know how to make a lowercase o. Oops, sorry. To lift your pencil, start over. Okay, in order to make a lowercase d, a d sound. And usually, before you teach the children the letters, like for real, like seriously, like this is an A, this is a B, this is a C, this is a D, this is an E, this is an F, like that, and sort of. Instead of saying that, what you do is you say this is the ah sound. It seems a little bit backwards, but what usually happens is you need to teach your children how to write, and how to spell their personal name. So when you're teaching them how to write or spell their personal name, you teach them by sounds, not letters. And I know some people go, that's not how I learned it. Okay, well, I'm just telling you how my 3 and 7-year-old were reading. Well, my 7 years old was reading at a 7th grade level. My 3-year-old knew her sounds knew the sounds of her name, because that's what we went out looking for. Okay, honey, we're gonna go look for the N sound. I would write the N, yes. I would write the N. But when we would go out, we wouldn't look for her to write stuff. We would look for her to see stuff. So we saw the N sound. And we would go over each sound of her name for a week. So her name is Nahila Micaiah Osborne. So it's every letter in the alphabet except for 6. It's NAHALAMYKEYIAOSBORNE. That's her name. So we would literally go out for sounds. And it took... I don't know, probably about 4 days before she recognized, Mom, there's a N sound in fence. She didn't say in the word fence, but she said in fence. And me, I thought she knew that it was fence, So I was like, how did you know that was fence? Well, she only knew the N sound, and the word fence was the company. So it's fence in big letters, company, little small letters. And it was attached to a fence. And the way she said it was making me believe that she could read. But anyway, we were only on the N sound, which is the first letter of her name. Okay. And then when we would get home, because she had a week of learning every alphabet in her name, I went to get, let me see, NAHALAMYKEYIA. So we had to get 4 packs of the letters that stick on your refrigerator, because she had 4 A's in her name, So it's good, it's good, it's good. And another thing that you do right off the bat, if you're teaching your children how to read, how to write, you're teaching them sounds first, because a lot of times they don't know how to write yet. So you teach them what they already can do. That's why I said that. That's just the short version of, this is just the long version of what I said at first. You want to do that because basically everyone learns up here first and then here second, writing it down second. And you're also teaching them, like I said, how to hold the pencil. So you play games with that. You see who can pick up the pencil faster. Of course, you let them do it. And then they'll drop the pencil and just try to pick it up the way you write. And nope, you can't do that. No, and then you tickle them a little bit. No, that's not how you do it. No. So they want to play the writing game. Mom, can we play the writing game? Dad, can we play the writing game? Or can we go to the store and get something that begins with a and that's what you'll do. You're on the way to the store and you say, what are we going to the store to get? Something that begins with a They love it. They love this. They like sightseeing. You get them a magnifying glass from the dollar store, and they're going to look for the P. They're going to look for P's. P. Not P. 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 And then with a magnifying glass, you already see that it can either be a capital O or lowercase o. You get a big magnifying glass and a small magnifying glass. And then with the big magnifying glass, that would be a capital O. Okay, well you hold the capital O, the magnifying glass today, and I'll hold, which is the smaller magnifying glass, the lowercase o. And then you notice, oh, wait a minute, the handle makes a what? It makes an I, No, not an I. I mean an I. No. Well, you get the picture. You just make everything a learning experience, a learning journey. You call them journeys. They like journeys. Let's go on a journey. Let's go on a learning journey today. Let's go on a learning journey for October. We're going to find, and it's 4 weeks in October, so you're going to find the first 4 letters of their name. But if the name is Eli, E-L-I, all you have to know to write Eli is a capital I and a lowercase I. That's all you need to learn first. The capital E, capital E, capital E, lowercase L, lowercase I. Let's find that, as a matter of fact. Capital E is right here. So that's the letters of a capital I. You go down, 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 stop. And then you go, I'm sorry, I was reading it backwards. I'm not reading it backwards. I'm just looking at the screen and looking at it backwards. And then across. You start here and you go here, or you start here and you come out. And it would be better if you started on that top line, because they can learn top, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. And that's how they learn. You just repetition, repetition, repetition. Top, middle, bottom. So there's the E, and then you want to read a lowercase I, a lowercase L, and here it is right here. So you have to learn how to make that capital I. Top, down, 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 stop. And then you're making the lowercase I. Top, down, 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 stop. And then you make the D, and you're done. That's Eli. So whatever their name is, that's what you're constantly trying to find when you go on your journeys outside. If their name is Pamela, the first 4 weeks will start in October. Oh, you would have started in September, you would have had 5 weeks. Maybe their first name has 5 letters. Like mine. Let's do Janice. See, on here, the crossing of the capital J is gone. So you have to improvise. So what you do is lowercase I. You do something like that. Oops. Oops. There you go. And then look. This is how come you have to learn how to make the bottom part of the lowercase or the capital O. Because it's right there. See? Lowercase, capital O. Lowercase or capital O. It's right there. So you make the down, 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 stop. And then you make the bottom part of the O. And that's how you explain how to write it. So if they don't get it, you can say we need to practice writing the lowercase o and the capital O some more. If they get it, it's like, woohoo! It's celebration time. I remember when I was teaching my littlest one, the letters when we would go out for our walks. And the day that she said, from the story I was telling you about the N sound and fence, I had her sticking her tongue out at grown-ups all day. I said, we're going to go to the store and get you something that begins with a N sound. And she got great now laters. And I said, show him your tongue, honey. She was like, so she got to stick her tongue out all day. Okay, let me put this back. And let them know how learning is so much fun. And it's fun to both of you. One of the reasons is because you get the opportunity to be the teacher of your child before they go to school. My daughter, she used to get every single award. They used to make up awards for her. When we did the alphabet, I used to sing her all the time. And so when we were walking, it was the beat of my feet. B, C, D, F, G. And you'd be real slow because you want them to get it first. And then, of course, you can speed it up. G, H, I, J, K. So I'm rocking her. H, I, J, K. You know, and she was in a stroller. So we were doing all kinds of stuff. And I reach around, scoot around and go, puh, you know, mom, you know. But she was like 2 and 3, so you can just have all kinds of fun. And that's why I always teach that reading, writing, and math, they always go together. I teach that. And I start everybody off, no matter what age you are. It doesn't even matter. That's how come we're not at algebra yet. Because you don't know the symbols. You don't know the symbols. You can't do algebra without symbols. And of course, they don't know what algebra is yet. But because reading is fun, writing is fun already, they want to do algebra. So we start them off with fractions. But today, you have to learn how to write capital I, lowercase I, capital O, lowercase o. So I'm going to put this up. And I'm going to write on the board for you. So in order to teach capital I, lowercase I, you have to do it in the air first. So you're going to go here and hold your pencil like this. This is your pencil, just these 2 fingers right here. You're getting them used to this. Hold your pencil. Because, where's my fake pencil? Because normally, see, you're already teaching them. See that right there? You're already teaching them that you have to do something with these 2 fingers right here. You're already teaching them that, okay? And then you're teaching them, and I don't know if you remember, so we're going to kind of go over that a little bit more, that this part of the finger, you know that's not a finger, right? This part of the this part of the hand right here, once it touches the surface of a desk, your hand automatically curves to this. So that's why you're getting it like this. Okay? You teach them to use this, either one. You just let them know that you're going to be working with these fingers. You don't tell them all this yet, but that's what I'm telling you. Because some people write like this, some people write like this. But you notice that this part of the hand is what's being used. Okay? All right. So, you teach them in the air, in the atmosphere. Atmosphere. And just ask them questions like, can you do this? And they're like, why are you doing that? Stop. And then you tickle them. No, let me stop. This is Miss Janice, your tutor. You gotta love me. Okay, so what we're going to do is in the atmosphere, just write a capital I. And I'm left-handed, but I have to remember that mostly everybody's not left-handed, so I'm going to use this one. And because it's more in the middle of the camera. Okay, so you want to tell them to write a capital I. So you're going to go top. So you say top. We're going to start at the top. And when you get the paper could be 8 by, we don't need paper yet, but you make your area in the atmosphere as big as a piece of paper. And then you want to go here, so you want to say top, and then down, 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 and stop. and lift up your pencil. Okay? Ready? Again. Top, down, 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 down. Stop. There you go. Okay, one more time. Top, down, 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 down. Stop. Okay, go back to the top. And then if they do this, then that means that they at the top. Okay? So now you're over the top of the eye. And then you go from here, which is left to right. So you're going to cross, 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 stop. And then you go to the bottom, left to right. You go here, and then you go cross, cross. Whoops, can't see me. Cross, 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 stop. And then every now and then make your little one laugh. And you go cross, 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 until they say something like, stop. Oh, okay. Oh, you know. So you got a capital I. You teach them how to write a capital I in the air. That's their first paperwork. And when I do math, that's the first place we do is we do sight math. That's what I call it. Let's do a lowercase I. Top. So they got to do that. And then you go down, 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 stop. And then you put the dit. I do not know what you call that. I'm doing the other way. I don't know. I do not know what you call that. But I call it a dit. Dit. Okay, so then you don't necessarily want them to have a pencil yet, but you want them to have a crayon, something big. Go outside. Let's make Let's make capital I's and lowercase i's on the sidewalk. I bought some chalk. Make learning fun. Whatever you do, make learning fun. And please, please, by all means, while you are talking, teaching, instructing, leading, guiding, they never do it wrong. They never write it wrong. They never, 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 ever. Unless it's on a wall or something like that, okay? So you want to make sure that you have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of paper. You have to have a lot of paper. Please remember that. Because once they start learning to write, just like we did, we need to know where we're supposed to write at. So always, like Miss Janice, she's always coming up with, oh, I was trying to figure out how come it looks like I have four curtains, whereas I only have two. And I forgot there's a mirror, a tall mirror against the wall reflecting the curtains. Anyway, sorry, that was just, okay, back to work. So make sure you have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of paper. And if they ever write on the wall, you watch them. First you show them a little bit of how to get it off the wall. As they're getting it off the wall, you remind them that that's why you have a lot of paper, or where are we supposed to be writing at, or I know that you like to write, I know that you're learning how to write, etc. You know how you parents do. Don't get upset, but get disappointed. This is not acceptable. That kind of correction, okay? All right. So I got the I, got the capital I, lowercase I, capital O, lowercase o, and then I am going to stop. And the reason I'm going to stop is because I want you to get used to doing stuff in the air with your children first. Okay? And once you get started in the air with your children, then I keep looking around because I thought I had a piece of paper. And I do, but I'm noticing that it's on the table that I'm looking at. But what I usually do is take a piece of paper, fold it in half, fold it in half again. Sorry, wrong way. As a square, fold in half again. Keep folding it, and then we usually write the alphabet in the squares. And I noticed that on here is a capital O, a lowercase o. Oh, I don't see a capital I. I'm sorry. I just see a lowercase I. So Miss Janice is going to go. That's one of the things that we're going to be practicing writing, and I'm going to upload this to see how fast it takes. It is little over 30 minutes. So I'm going to upload to see how fast it takes. These are test videos. That's how come I don't have everything, just in case it doesn't work. But I do want to say thank you so much for coming to join me today.